Allez les amis, reprise de l'émission. Hop. Il faut vraiment que je monte avec le son, l'écran large. On joue à Halibut directement. Et oui, est-ce qu'on m'entend? On joue à Halibut. Alors Halibut, avec c'est bien exposé. Il n'y a pas de mode non plus sur ce jeu, donc voilà. On va essayer de jouer à peu près bien et correctement. Option. Donc, le jeu est déjà en français de base. Parfait, c'est bon. Parfait. C'est parti, nouvelle partie. Donc le jeu en français, est-ce que les voix sont en français? Je sais pas encore. On verra bien. Tout de suite, on sera fixé. On vient de finir Shadow of Tomb Raider. Super jeu. À vous de faire de l'autre côté. Il dure que 7 heures. On est ensemble jusqu'à 21h. Même 20h30. Là, il est 19h10. Ça va. Les amis, j'arrive. Je me mets juste en... J'arrive. Ouh, c'est vert. C'est pas dans l'eau. C'est pas comme un ensemble, un espèce de jeu Android, ça. De toute façon, si j'ai pas si j'ai YouTube pour m'aider. Hein. Si j'ai pas si YouTube pour m'aider. Si j'ai pas si YouTube pour m'aider, les gars.
Harold, I'm afraid I need you to come.
Oh, hi, Major. What's the matter?
Et tout à
Is that leak bothering you again?
It's your fine, your unpaid fine.
I had a fine?
You still do. Tubing without the proper credit on your tube card. Can you settle it now?
No. But, wait, I'm sure I topped it up.
Improper tube card management, Halibut. You surely recall that since last week, the Energy District tubes require your tube card to be topped up with blue credit if an onward journey to the social district is intended, in addition to the usual weekly turquoise credit.
Wait, but only last month it was a green.
I don't make the rules, Harold, but the rules make me. Now let's get you over to the fine secretary so we can all get on with our day.
Chut, l'ours. Non. Ok.
Fell foul of the end-user insufficient funds clause. I'm afraid if you really can't pay, you're going to have to think of someone who can.
I guess that means we'll have to wait for the professor again. Who knows what she sees in you? Right, I'm needed elsewhere. There's a disturbing rise in the number of people traveling without the appropriate tickets recently. I hope for both our sakes not to see you again soon, Harold.
There were the dark times, and slowly but surely, light returned to the Fedora. A light held aloft by the hands of Old Water Corporation, which illuminated the many innovations we now
So,
rely on.
what are you in for?
Oh, I'm just here for the great company.
Aren't you a little young to start working for All Water?
What? No, I meant because it was a joke, doofus.
Oh,
Yeah. Could you let me wait in peace now?
oh, sure. Will do. Have fun.
Felix?
Hi, Ma. Look, before you say anything,
Whatever your excuse is, it'll have to wait. Busy times. Mr. Secretary, please charge whatever Felix's fine is to the company tab, please.
Of course, Mrs. Van der Vaart. Have a pleasant day. You too, Master Van der Vaart.
freedom! Have fun, Harold!
And in 15,300.
We reluctantly interrupt your daily business for some important information for all inhabitants of the Fedora 1.
Dear people, crew, and company, we seem to have discovered something super cool. Please do consider to congregate tonight at the Agora Theatre to hear some important information.
5 AC. We held the first.
Oh, Harold, here you are. I've been looking all over. Get your buns to the lab, if you please.
I do beg your pardon, ma'am, but there is still the matter of an outstanding fine for Mr. Halibut to find a proxy for. A completely reasonably priced and fairly applied fine, if I do say so myself.
Sir, please do not cause me further consternation. Just put it on my tab as always. Come on, Harold.
Comme d'habitude, ouais.
And we owed the
Mr. Halibut, you'll need this before you go.
A ticket home?
Yes, and only home. It's not valid for any other routes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
And your tube pass should be unlocked again within 24 hours. So you'll be back to the luxury of fully automatic tube travel eligibility approval once again.
I can't wait.
in 12,700.
Every time I need you, Harold, it's something else. What's wrong with you? I can't handle your shenanigans while we're in the middle of this mess.
I know. I'm sorry. Next time.
This must have an underlying cause. I remember when you were still in school and your teacher telling me about how you would just stare out of the window, oblivious to her even shouting at you. It's like you'd never snapped out of that daydream.
I was never in a daydream, just the other stuff was boring.
Harold, I'm not sure which is worse. The idea of you living with your head in the clouds or never being excited by life. Only boring people get bored.
I'm sorry, Professor.
Ça fait peur, ça.
This location
Qu'est-ce
is
qu'il faut
not
aller là, mais-
accessible via your permission slip. And you know it. This location is not accessible via your permission slip. And you know
Ah non?
it.
Attends. Voilà. Lina?
Destination chosen.
C'est bon. Du mal, mais
Enjoy
bon.
your tube system journey.
Johnny.
You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you travel with us again soon.
But why isn't the line active? What needs improving? A man has a right to know.
I don't know the exact decision-making process that
Alors,
led to this, sir, but I assure you it will be for the good of your overall long-term tube travelling experience.
So we get discounts on the other lines as a result of the inconvenience?
As of yet, there is no discount scheme in place, as we calculated the inconvenience to be negligible.
Wouldn't need a discount if the prices weren't so high in the first place.
I can't comment on the pricing strategy, I'm afraid, sir. I'm just a travel secretary.
So what can you comment on?
I am authorised to comment on the nature of the tube closure, which is that all water have had to close the line temporarily for improvement works.
Yes, you said that. Have these improvements been carried out before?
I cannot say if the exact same optimisations have been made to another line.
So what can you comment on?
I can confirm that there is no discount scheme in place, and that we believe the fares to be fair.
So who calculates the fair price?
I can't comment on the pricing strategy, I'm afraid, sir. I'm just a travel secretary.
Alors, Galerie Agora, secteur du labo.
This location is not accessible via your permission slip.
Voilà.
Destination decided. Enjoy the view.
Je vais voir déjà, je vais voir tout. Où on peut aller directement.
But Harold, I'm tired of chasing after you like you're a stupid butterfly.
Hang on. What's a butterfly? That sounds silly.
A butterfly is an insect from Earth. They have beautiful patterns on their wings and drive pollen from far.
Faut aller où là? Y'a pas une carte. Vous voulez voir tout, puis c'est tout. Ok, là voilà elle, professeur.
I know I drift off of it sometimes, but all water raised the tube fares again, and they never announce it properly. This time it really was an honest mistake. Plus, there was this woman who...
Quiet, Harold. We don't have time for your flights of fancy right now. There's important work afoot.
Oh, yeah.
Have you checked the blockage in the filter station yet? And did you need to feed the fish too?
Ah, yes. Those two. I'm on the case. Bye, Professor.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, I'm sure those are all my tasks for the day.
You seem to have waylaid your PDA. It really is a wonder you get anything done around here.
Ah, thanks, Professor. It's got a life of its own.
Strangely enough, I noticed you hadn't added your daily task list to it. And I don't want to have to remind you about them again.
Oh, thanks. Let's see. So, I access the list. It'll come back to me.
Just go to the 4 selection buttons.
Okay. Where were they again?
The upper right of the pad.
Ah, yeah. Top of the 4 buttons, right?
Ouvrir, fermer le PDA. Ah, c'est ça que je veux, voilà.
Then I use the navigation knob to highlight and then hit the bottom.
Il y a 2 tâches.
Precisely.
Okay, great. And it's the rightmost button to go back, right?
Indeed. Now hop to it. And I'll see you at the Agora arcades when you're done.
Alors. Nettoyer la station de filtration. Attends, Maro m'a dit de nettoyer la station de filtration pour changer. C'est où ça? Nourrir les poissons. Meurt d'un après de nourrir les poissons.
Fred, it's out of food.
Non, c'est plus nourriture.
Better ask Cyrus about this.
Alors, interroger Cyrus sur le nourriture pour poisson. Espoir nourriture pour poisson Cyrus.
get down to pickled everything. We pickle everything.
Ah, Harold. Perfect timing.
Oh, Signor Tenenbaum. You too.
I was just hoping to watch some Sun Tzu's Ash. Got any idea how to work the old telly?
Yeah, I think it's one of those all-water ad-only models.
Ah. Should still be.
You really gonna watch that? They'll just announce another $2 price hike again.
Well, who knows? Diego from Health Services said he heard something about the reveal of something important.
Tanrım neler oluyor? Ne yapıyor?
Alors, Census ASK.
What is Sun Tzu's Ash?
Yes, Sun Tzu's Ash. Eternal Love. Best and only Turkish novella we have on board. I thought season 18 was bad, what with all the drama around Emery's cousin and whatnot. It's worth powering through to season 36 though. That's where the plot really thickens.
I'll try to check it out sometime.
Qu'est-ce qui t'amène ici au fait?
What brings you to the lounge anyway?
You guessed that the tubes to the utility district?
Les amis, chercher un verre d'eau, j'arrive tout de suite. Mais mon genou, t'es beau. T'es beau, baby. T'es beau. Nounours, c'est qui est le plus beau? C'est toi le plus beau. Allez.
Strangely, yes. I can't believe that. Does that mean school is out?
Yep. The Bambinos are happy and I don't mind time off. But if it goes on much longer, they'll forget everything.
Won't they do their homework?
Maybe. The whole social district is off limits right now, so at least there won't be much else for them to do.
Is that why you're hanging out here?
Mostly.
There you go.
It's just kind of cozy here, though, you know?
I suppose it is.
Anyway, don't mind me, Harold.
Bye, Chris.
See you later, Harold. I'll be here if you want some company.
Attendez les gars, je réponds juste à quelqu'un.
Sen neler söylüyorsun?
Beni ağlatan kadın.
Hangi kadın? Nerede kadın?
Beni ağlatan kadın dedim.
Gözyaşların yok ama.
Senin de yok. Yosun gözlerinde gözyaşı.
Kurtulmak istiyorum.
Neden kurtulmak istiyorsun?
İçinde bulunduğumuz bu ruh durumumuzdan.
Bunu nasıl yapacaksın?
Sen iksirsin. Senin iksirin dünyayı kurtarır.
Hem benim kim olduğumu bilmiyorsun, hem iksirsin diyorsun.
Sen ellerini ver bana.
Ne
Attendez
olacak
les gars,
ellerimi sana
bonjour les gars.
vereceğim?
Ya, güzel gözlerin, o güzel saçların seni bana, beni de sana bağlayacak.
Şimdi mi söylüyor gözlerim? Yoksa
Hmm,
önceden de söylüyor
okay.
muydu?
Hatırlamıyorum. Hiçbir şey hatırlamıyorum.
Ok,
Ah benim bu talihsiz başım.
ça marche. Allez, c'est parti. Il faut trouver la nourriture pour poisson, les gars. Nourriture pour poisson. Qu'est-ce qu'on a ici? Fouiller partout. Les WC, ok, très bien. Pas trop les WC là. On va redescendre. On va par là. Oh, c'est que les habitations. Fermé. Avant de descendre, je vais aller voir quelque part d'autre. Le nord s'arrête. Botanique, conception, observatory. C'est lui, Circus?
Hey, Sai.
Ah, c'est lui.
Hey, Harold. What's going?
Il est trouvé tout seul.
Just doing my usual rounds. trying to clean the fish and feed the filter station.
Super nice. How are the fishies doing?
They're swimming away, looking good. But there's no food left in the fish feeding machine.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, I've been thinking about fish a lot recently. I've been wondering if, even fish blood is such a good fertilizer, slow release phosphates and nitrogen, but we don't want to hurt fish. If samples were taken, we could somehow synthesize the...
Sai, that sounds very interesting, but what about the food for the fish themselves?
Oh, yes, sorry, Rat. Didn't I restock the other night? Must have just thought about it. I'll have to formulate some more.
You make the fish food yourself?
Oh, I do indeed. I'm working on a new recipe at the moment, in fact.
I mean, can fish even taste?
It's not just
Pas 20h,
taste.
pas 21h parce qu'à 21h je vais faire des trucs. Mais 20h, 20h30 maximum. Ou 20h.
Sai.
Ou 20h,
Fish food would
20h30.
be great. I'm sure they'll love it.
Well, I'll get right on it. Promise. Yeah, I
Ça, on a au moins fini un gros jeu, un gros triple qui s'appelle Tomb Raider.
a little taster to keep them going. You should try some too.
Thanks. I'll let you know what they think.
Ok.
Oh, did you see that?
Was that fish real?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, even if it wasn't, their methods are getting way more sophisticated lately.
Yeah.
I kind of look forward to seeing what stunt they're going to pull next.
Me too. As long as I don't have to clean it up. Do you remember their first messages?
Yeah. Wasn't it something about Fedora not being able to take off being a conspiracy?
Yes, on all those little flyers, handwritten too. What did that fish message mean, do you think?
I guess something about exploring the planet?
T'as pété?
Didn't it say
Non.
what's out here?
Ooh, like they've hidden something.
Maybe they think the ocean is a conspiracy too?
Alors. Tâche. Nettoyer la station de filtration. Margot m'a rappelé de nourrir les poissons. C'est parti. On va retourner là-bas. Alors, filtration, je sais où c'est. Ah, filtration. Filtration peut. Ok, trouvé. C'est par là-bas. C'est tout en bas. Faisons les choses dans l'ordre. Filtration, ok. Ni-jeu.
a whistle again.
Voilà, c'est bon. On a eu du mal, mais... Qu'est-ce qu'on a comme tâche? Option. Système, option... Tâche. Nourrir les poissons, ça c'est fait. Nourrir les poissons, c'est fait. Allez, on y va, go. Pour l'instant, le jeu me plaît, comme tous les jeux du Game Pass.
Ya sorduğumuzu bilenler bizi korkuturlarsa?
Little fishy, your little dishy is now served.
Carnet, repas de poisson.
Okay, Harold Bot diagnostic report. Scanning. All tasks completed satisfactorily. Enjoyment evaluation minimal. Energy levels depleted. Recharging required. Next destination, Agora Arcades.
Alors, tâche. Aller à la galerie marchande de l'Aguero. Tâche du jour, maintenir, je devrais aller à la galerie marchande de l'Aguero pour écouter les annonces. Je vais prendre le tubulaire pour arriver à temps et ne rien manquer. Parti. Donc l'Aguero, je sais où c'est. Par contre, très dur. Ah.
Why isn't this working? So typical. I suppose the ticket reactivation is still going to take a while.
Allez à la galerie. Regardez l'annonce. You can watch the annonce on the TV in the... Ok. C'est en anglais. C'est un peu de l'anglais du français, quoi. Mais je comprends.
Hello again.
Hey, Chris. Ticket not working. Mind if I watch the announcement with you?
Oh, be my guest. Not that I actually live here.
Oh, it started.
We chose the stars, not instead of the Earth, but because of it. We chose sacrifice and responsibility. Well, we didn't, I guess, but our ancestors did, and we wouldn't be here if they hadn't. Left, I mean. We'd be back on Earth, and where would that have got anyone? We may not have ever seen our home, tasted its air, or gazed across its boiling seas, but we remember it. And then we made a new home, even if it wasn't quite what anyone had in mind. and one corporation over all others helped make that possible. All water. On that note, I'd like to introduce Madam CEO Brenna Castlejock.
Good day to you all. As you may know, I am Brenna Castlejock, the CEO of All Water Corporation. More importantly, I'm a citizen of the Fedora just like you. And it's my unmitigated pleasure today to show you what you're about to see. Join me in reliving and celebrating the remarkable journey we've been on
Pour l'instant, il me plaît le jeu, les gars.
before we unveil the next step of that journey.
It may have started with one man, but it took the hearts and minds of many more to make the dream a reality. That dream began at the height of the Cold War, when the world was on the very brink of annihilation. He conceived of an Ark-like spacefaring ship, financed by the wealthiest countries, families, and private institutions such as the Schlittmeyer Foundation, as a gesture of global care for the human race. That ship journeyed for 200 years, was home to 5 generations, and sailed past many solar systems, making fascinating discoveries along the way, like the bacteria that are now responsible for our energy supply, or the mineral samples we took from planets along the way that allow us to build new materials. We had difficulties to deal with too, such as surprise asteroid fields, periods of hopelessness, and the unpleasant albeit brief alien infestation. And of course, 120 years after launch, our last message from our beloved Earth in its final moments. After 200 years, we finally arrived at our destination, only to find that the promising, watery planet contained no habitable landmass and dense, toxic gases in the atmosphere. Hardly the second Earth we had hoped for. It wasn't long into our new search that the solar winds came. Maybe our ancestors couldn't have possibly known, or maybe they could, that they would cause our ship to crash, just like Icarus, but with worse luck. Either way, we can be thankful for a soft landing and good waterproofing.
Wasn't that a wild ride, huh? We've achieved so much aboard the Fedora, but we've never stopped thinking big. We had the idea to make sure we weren't missing out on anything going on outside. We're in a whole new galaxy, so we should be listening to see what the local news is. So we hatched a new plan. A state-of-the-art, deep space radio buoy capable of keeping itself afloat and slowly circumnavigating our watery new home while scanning for signals and interesting cosmic gossip. And, wait for it, yes, we're delighted to announce it's floating to the surface right now. That's right, the buoy will be in position in another few hours. Big congratulations and thanks to All Water for making this possible. I'm excited to see what we pick up.
That was some announcement, huh?
Sure. Makes for some nice gossip. But I think they should fix the tube system or upgrade the TVs, eh? For this fancy boy drama, eh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. What if there really is nothing else out there?
Exactamundo. We should be focusing on inner space before outer, huh?
Yeah, man. Speaking of inner space, I hope the tickets are working again tomorrow.
Que claro. At least I brought some homework to mark. Those bambinos will forget everything at this rate.
And you've got your trusty couch.
Yep. We've gotten to know each other well.
Okay. I'm gonna get some sleep. Buonanotte, Chris.
Buonanotte, Harold.
Buonanotte. Ok, alors, Oli, je déclare qu'il est l'heure de faire un somme. J'aurais préféré que mon lit ne soit pas situé juste sous le labo de Maro. Elle fait un de ces bouquins nocturnes parfois. Merde, c'est pas par là. C'est de l'autre côté, je suis con.
Get snug, not stranded.
day. Here's hoping tomorrow's a bit more relaxed. I could do with a day off. All this running back and forth for people is tiring, man. But, Agent Harrelson, that's what they pay you for. Don't let us down now.
Il doit rhabiller. Il doit rhabiller. « 18 050e jour après le crash. » Charger. Affichage rapide. Si je quitte le jeu et que je relance le jeu, continue, ok. C'est bon. Nickel. J'avais peur que ça sauvegardait pas. C'est parti.
Harold.
Hello, Professor. What did you think of that announcement?
It was quite fantastically self-aggrandizing.
Yes, it did go on a bit. The boy seems cool, though.
Indeed. I'm sure it'll make a great source of distraction. Now, if you're quite ready...
Sure. Ready for what?
I made a breakthrough discovery at the Arboretum last night. Do you remember the last batch of bloomy rocks?
Oh, the really small ones from the last intake? The ones with the strange shapes and the little holes and...
The blue ones, yes. Turns out their surface composition doesn't just give us clues about our immediate aquatic environment.
Attention, vous savez, il voit que je suis pas bien à chaque fois, tous les jours quand je bosse. Donc on finit vraiment fin mars pour que je fasse le point avec la responsable.
Harold, are you fooling me? This will be the last time I explain it to you, so for once, pay attention. You need to open the hatch first. Now activate the switch next to the board to open the sample shelf.
Ça je l'ai déjà fait. J'ai déjà ouvert par d'advertence. Elle m'en prend rien.
The rock you want is in the container on the lower right.
En bas à droite.
Bring it to the microscope and insert it into the hatch. Et voilà. Check the microscope and finally you'll see what I mean. The one you're looking at now seems to have picked up radiation from our nearest sun. There's a particular mark for each time there's been a solar flare.
I can only see one mark?
That's the problem.
C'est pas un jeu scientifique un peu.
Recording on this one. I dated it to roughly 40 BC.
So we need an older one. For...
Exactly. Older ones ideally. Although I doubt we'll have much luck catching more of them by chance. Oh yes. We have to figure out when there's going to be a gap between flares. Flares cause the solar winds. A gap between solar storms is our only window for leaving this place. I need you to look into this, Harold. If anyone on board has an older rock, we need it procured. Yes?
But if we're not going to be able to catch one, where am I supposed to start looking?
You could start at Tommy's store. You and I both know that guy somehow gets hold of whatever those filter stations spit out. and then sells them at an outrageous markup.
Good evening, Jean.
C'est la pierre bleue.
See you, Bridget.
Is the sample in the microscope? I'm really curious to inspect it.
Yes, you definitely should.
Une tâche. Chercher la pierre bleue. Maheu veut que j'aille au bazar de Tommy, à la galerie marchande de l'Agora, pour lui demander s'il n'aurait pas une vieille pierre bleue de ses affaires.
Harold, when you see Cyrus, could you give him a message for me?
Sure thing, Professor.
Just ask him, how are the details coming along?
Okay. I will ask him, but,
Yes, I know. I could ask him myself, but didn't you stop to wonder why I don't want to?
I just did stop to wonder.
It's complicated, okay? We go back a long way and don't always see eye to eye, especially on matters of categorization, nomenclature, and subsequent archiving methodology. Not that he ever saw fit to delineate his preferred... Don't mind me, Harold. I just mean Cyrus has his stubborn phases, and I just can't talk to him when he's in one.
Okay, say no more. Your message is safe with me.
Actually, Harold... No, it's okay. Nothing. Run along now.
Un message pour Cyrus. Je vais d'abord aller à Agora. Merde. Ok, B c'est pour... X c'est pour courir. Non. Je vais d'abord aller à Agora. Et VC...
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day.
Dégueulasse. On dirait de la morve.
You may now exit the tube.
Utterly unconcerned for your own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard for the future of humanity.
Harold, good timing. You can explain things to the Major, can't you?
Harold, come here and explain things. And yourself.
Major, I'm just passing through. I really don't know what this is about. Hi, Felix.
So you're not here to make excuses for this diminutive delinquent?
Hey, I'm not diminutive. I've just got longer to live than you. And Harold, tell him about our plan.
Harold! I thought I told you to stay out of trouble. I should have known you'd be wrapped up in this.
I'm not...
T'es fait vite.
There is no plan.
Are you questioning my authority and or organizational
T'es
merit?
fallait vite les gars.
No, Major.
If I find out you're a bad influence on young Felix here...
Not me. Major. Whatever Felix did, I'm sure it was meant innocently.
And how would you know about that? Unless you're in league with him.
C'est gogos.
I just meant...
T'es fallait vite.
If you just relax.
Relax? Harold, you're really starting to tweak my beak.
But what did Felix do anyway?
Utterly unconcerned for his own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard.
Anyway, Major, under whose jurisdiction is Harold in trouble?
Mine! I'm the law here. Felix, will you be a witness to this?
Absolutely.
And can you testify to Harold's involvement?
Only if he's willing to testify to mine.
Harold, tell the truth now. It'll be easier in the long run.
I haven't witnessed anything to testify.
Damn it! Then the case is in danger of falling apart.
I'm sure Felix's parents will deal with this.
Good point. They should really be present while you question me, Major. I'm only a minor.
Don't you throw the book at me, son. Where are they anyway?
I don't know. And good luck finding them.
Oh no, Felix, have you lost them?
Harold, leave this to the professionals. Felix, do you mean to tell me you've neglected to file a missing person or persons report?
Shouldn't we look for them?
Don't change the subject.
But, Major, what is the subject?
That's right, Harold. Know your rights.
If And I mean if, you're acting as some kind of heroic big brother figure to this young man, I expect you to be a positive influence.
There's no...
Come on, spit it out, man!
Just leave me alone, Sandstrom. I've got fish to feed.
Okay, Harold, but your fish won't save you if I catch you red-handed. Now, Felix! Where is Felix?
Oh no. Felix?
Harold, you've lost him! Ah.
Sauvegarde. Donc c'est ça que je dois faire. Alors, Meureux.
Hey, how is it going, Harold?
Not too shabby, thanks. How about you?
I'm super, actually. I found a book.
Oh, cool. What kind of book?
It was just discovered. A book written on Earth. Nobody on the station has read it yet, apart from me.
Wow, what's it about?
Stick around, and you'll find out. My newest performance piece is a reading of it.
Oh, nice. Which part?
All of it, Harold, all of it. Without interruption. It's gonna be a wild ride, so buckle up.
Wow, okay. Good luck.
T'as les deux juste. Attends, il est où là? Il est où? Non, c'est pas ça. Ah, au bazar de Tommy, ok. C'est le bazar de Tommy. Stop. Le bazar qui est là?
You're cool. So be cool all the time with my patented Consta Cool fabrics. So you see, that's the Slippy difference. And if you just watch this exciting infomercial, Harold, if it isn't my favorite multi-maintenance man. Wait, are you sure I can't interest you in... Oh, never mind.
Hello. How's business?
You're an everyman, right? I've made a new ad, and I need your opinion. I mean, I think it's great, but maybe it's too high concept.
Oh, well, I'm not really qualified to...
Nonsense. Just watch.
I was trying to read a book in the comfort of my own home, but my own home wasn't comfortable. It was too hot to concentrate. Will I ever be able to read to my children?
On va s'arrêter là après les amis.
Adventures of the Fedora 4 from my armchair again.
Why, yes, of course you will. With my patented, tried and tested aircon system, you'll always be able to keep your brain, books, and body sweat-free and as cool as Jimson Jameson himself. Please note, Slippy's aircon system is not officially endorsed by the creators of the Fedora 4 or their likenesses.
Sometimes I just can't get cozy. How's a man supposed to look after his family with cold arms? My family are depending on me. What am I going to do?
Clad yourself in one of our triple insulating cozy jackets and matching thermal underwear, of course. You know what they say, warm hands, warm heart. Slippy's means heritage. I'm the latest in a long tradition of winter sports enthusiasts. Slipmeyers throughout history have kept everyone from royalty to the common man warm and cozy in their pursuits of the great outdoors. Slippies means social responsibility. The Schlippmeyers were one of the most generous sponsors of the Fedora 1 project, giving back to the people, sharing their knowledge of insulation technologies and considerable wealth to keep humanity warm and cozy among the stars. Remember, you deserve to live and work at whatever temperature is right for you. With over 200 years of expertise, you can bet the weather forecast shows Slippies across the board. Come in out of the cold and into Slippies. Slippies. Heat protection so good, it'll be a cold day in hell. Well, what did you think?
There were lots of things, and...
Great! So glad you agree. And while you're here...
I was just going...
Ah, come on. You can't go without testing my new half-pipe experience. It's new and improved by a little modification to my patented aircon system that I'm calling the Freezer!
Is that... do I have to...
I'm glad you asked. It combines precise atmospheric condition synthesis with the ski sim to recreate the most lifelike experience of skiing you can dream of.
That sounds... wait. Me? Skiing? But I don't...
Nonsense. I'm sure you're a natural. Now let's get you strapped in. Oh, Harold, you were really blown away by it, huh? First time's the hardest. It's all downhill from there. Ha! I guess I'm Slippy by name, but you're Slippy by nature.
I guess so. I'd really better go now.
Sure, but just so you know, I run a pretty generous referral scheme if you're interested. For every customer you get.
Gotta dash.
Okay, Harold. Be skiing ya.
Ski. Allez les amis, on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Alors attends, juste voir où c'est le bazar de Timmy. Juste. C'est pas là. Et on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Merci d'avoir suivi. On se retrouve demain à compter 18h pour l'épisode 2 de Harold Halibut. Merci à tous. Bonne soirée, bon appétit. Ciao tout le monde. C'était KF 408. Tchuss.